Hi, my name is Javi.
And I'm David Yu.
And this is Parody. Central Jewish beliefs include obedience, justice, education, and the belief in one God. The Jews were the first monotheistic society that is known to man. Mono rhymes with monkey, and monkeys only have one head, so that's a good way to remember that. Jews believed that God's name was so holy that it was prohibited to be even pronounced.
Ooh, Mr. Hidalgo, Mr. Hidalgo.
Yes, me from the past.
Why couldn't the Jews say God's name?
Well, me from the past. Jews believe that God guided them through their history. He spoke to leaders like Moses and even Abraham. Also, I couldn't imagine trying to pronounce that.
Hey, I'm David. There were Jewish priests called a rabbi, and their main goal was to teach the Torah.
Rabbis helped Jews worship God. They also set up many prayers. And Jews also stress education. Nah, not that kind of education. Because unlike David, the Jews actually care about their education. In ancient Jewish society, Jewish parents taught their kids the basis of their religion, like Moses, Abraham, and the Ten Commandments. Also, when boys got older, not girls, just boys, they were sent with professional tutors to learn more thoroughly about their religion.
Justice and righteousness were also very important to Jewish people. They thought that justice meant kindness, and that meant helping out criminals, the poor, the broke, poverty.
Jews were always encouraged to do what was right, even if those around them didn't do it. The most important set of Jewish laws were the Ten Commandments. These 10 Commandments were written by God and given to Moses on top of Mount Sinai. They fell from the sky, written on 2 stone slabs. These laws include: you shall not kill, and you shall not covet your neighbor's wife.
Mr. Hidalgo, is that why you're not married yet?
Remember, past me, if I'm not married, you're not married. Also, I don't remember being that ugly when I was 14.
Jews also have another set of laws, the Mosaic laws. They're kind of like the Hammurabi's Code. Every Jew must follow a single part of everyday life. They can't eat shellfish or pork because they're thought to be unclean by the Jewish people. There are 3 types of Jews: Orthodox Jews, Reformed Jews, and conservative Jews.
Orthodox Jews really follow the Mosaic laws, while Reformed Jews don't really follow many of the laws. Conservative Jews fall between the Orthodox and the Reformed Jews.
Now it's time for a thought bubble on a budget.
Hi, I'm Justin.
And I'm Irene, and we're Thought Bubble.
On a budget.
So let's backtrack a bit. What exactly is a Jew? Well, a Jew is born, not made. Anyone born from a Jewish mother is automatically Jewish, no matter what religion they're currently practicing. People can also become Jewish through a procedure. Jews believe in a religion called Judaism. Judaism is based entirely on the Hebrew Bible. All of their virtues and beliefs are from that one book. You may have also heard Jews being called different names. Don't be fooled, because Israelites, Jews, and Hebrews are all the same people.
Judaism is also the oldest monotheistic religion in the world. It even serves as a base to the largest religion in the world to date, Christianity. Christianity and Judaism also have many similarities, such as their belief in Adam and Eve, their moral and values, and Moses. Jewish people also believed in the Messiah, or a Jewish leader, but in the Hebrew Bible, a Messiah was the promised deliverer of the Hebrew nation.
The laws and principles of Judaism are described in several sacred texts. These texts include the Torah, the Hebrew Bible, and the Talmud, or also known as the commentaries. The Torah was the most sacred book in Judaism, and it was consisted of a set of 5 books that describe the Judaic laws.
Jewish people worshipped in places called synagogues. These were basically the church for Judaism. In these synagogues, there was a Torah placed on top of the altar. Bandits and thieves would occasionally break into the synagogue and steal gold and silver from the altar.
The Torah was only the first of 3 parts of the Hebrew Bible, which is also known as the Tanakh. The second part of the Bible is made of 8 books that describe the messages of the Hebrew prophets, which were people who received and delivered messages from God. The third and final part of the Hebrew Bible included 11 books of poetry, songs, stories, and lessons of history. An example of a story was the Book of Daniel. The Book of Daniel was about a young man named Daniel who had angered the king that held the Jews as slaves. His faith in God helped him not get eaten and come out of the cave safely. This story was used to teach young children about their faith in God, and how it would help him in later life. Other parts of the third part include Proverbs and the Book of Psalms. Proverbs are short expressions of Jewish wisdom.
The Talmud was created by scholars to help explain hard to understand laws. Also, Jewish people thought the Talmud was second to the Hebrew Bible.
For some point in history of time, the Jewish people were slaves under the Egyptian kingdom. They were freed by Moses in the journey called the Exodus. You may know Moses as the dude who split the Red Sea with his staff.
Have they ever told you like an accurate story where it's like...
Is that Moses? Whoa.
Unlike other civilizations, in the Hebrew civilization, women were more important than men. Women were in charge of preparing the house during the Sabbath. This was a very important tradition in Jewish society. Also, while men were working on jobs, women were working to prepare the house for God.
According to the Hebrew Bible, God spoke to women first, which is why they're more important in ancient Hebrew society. That means I'm more important than all of you guys. Thank you for listening to
The
Thought Bubble on a Budget.
Now back to Javi and David.
Yo, why are you doing ASMR, bro? Oh, look, a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Alright, let's see what this says. Happy is the man that hath not walked in the counsel of the wicked, nor stood in the way of the sinners, not sat in the seat of the scornful. Well, this is from the third book of the Hebrew Bible, the Psalms. Now, if you keep wondering why I keep changing clothes, it's because we're on a budget. In 1947, a group of boys went looking for a goat, aka me. One of the boys went inside a cave and found old jars filled with old scrolls. They named these jars the Dead Sea Scrolls, but don't get confused because they're neither dead nor in the sea. After this, researchers searched the whole desert in the hope of finding more of these writings, and they did find more. These writings helped many people understand the lives of Jews between 100 BC and 50 AD. Judaism influenced other religions. For example, those who practice the Islam religion believe that they are descendants of Abraham, just like the Jews. Also, Jesus was raised Jewish. Jesus is kind of like the Buddha. Siddhartha Gautama was raised Hindu, but like a whole savage, he disobeyed his parents and created his own religion based on his own teachings, Buddhism. Jesus is also like the Buddha. He created his own religion based on his own teachings, Christianity. Many Jews still follow ancient Jewish culture. For example, they still follow the Ten Commandments, the Mosaic laws. They still do not work on the Sabbath, and they do not eat pork, which means they cannot eat bacon, which makes me sad. Join us next time on
Javi Course.
Hi, my name is Javi Hidalgo.
There were Jewish priests called rabbis, and the Torah was a sacred book that they... No.
We just gotta...
No, slide me the letter. Remember, Pat,
Jews also...
Most important Jewish.
God and was thrown into a den of lions. The
The Talmud and the Torah. Wait, how do you record a blooper? Why are you recording a blooper?
Why not?
Siddhartha Gautama was raised. Siddhartha Gautama. My God. Siddhartha Gautama was raised Hindu, but he was later. He later. I got it.